Happy birthday, Holly Robinson Peete. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, that was easy. Hello.
Hi, Jennifer.
Chelsea, I haven't spoken to you this month. How are you?
I'm well. I know it's been way too long. How are you
Yeah,
doing?
I'm well, but normally I see you. I've already worked out, and today I somehow I missed it, so I have to fit it in, wake up.
I love it. And I like your coffee mug, the
Oh,
hearts on it. Yes. How
oh,
perfect.
love is
Oh, love
love.
is love. That's right. Yes.
William Sonoma.
What wonderful. Well, I'm so happy to see you on this Saturday. I was about to say Sunday. The days are going so quickly for
I
me. I'm
know.
like,
I know.
yeah, so are you ready to meditate?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about today? I feel like there's just so much fall energy,
Mm-hmm.
but so it feels like things should be normal, but they're not.
Right, right.
And we
Yeah,
are all like feeling, I don't know.
yep. I posted yesterday with my excitement that we're gonna do our
Yeah.
meditation check-in today, and I actually asked people like,
Mm,
what have you been needing? What, and funny enough, many people said that about the changing of the seasons.
mm,
Many people talked about, cultivating trust within, like their own trust of their own path and their own decisions and things like that. And then I also saw a lot about joy.
mm,
And to me, all of those things go hand in hand because the one thing that is constant is change, as we know. And the other part is this trust of knowing that even when change comes along, that if we are deliberate about our choices or at least moving towards discernment in our choices, that hopefully that makes space and room to eliminate those things that don't bring us joy in order to make space for the stuff that does bring us joy.
mm,
And so I think about, the season of fall, and the one thing that stands out for me is the changing of the colors, which is so beautiful, of the trees, depending on what region you live in. And then that part where the trees start to fall, and it's like, okay, I gotta practice detachment now because I was really loving driving through whatever the arc of all these different colors are. And then that day that you start to notice that the leaves are starting to fall, you're just like, man, but I gotta embrace this too. And so I was thinking about a meditation about that.
okay. That sounds exactly right.
All right. Well, y'all, buckle up. So wherever you are, just find a comfortable position. Are you seated cross-legged?
Mhm.
Do you sit down cross-legged? Okay, because I can't see what happens in the lower half. So I always wonder sometimes. I'm like curious. I'm like, are you
Nope.
like in
Oh
the
my gosh, I
crisscross
just exist from
applesauce?
here. Yes, I'm
Yes, no.
cross-legged.
Okay, cool.
Crisscross
So
applesauce. Yes, ma'am.
crisscross applesauce. And
Mhm.
so y'all tuning in from wherever you are in the world, you can do the same. You can sit in a chair. I always like to have my chair right behind me anytime I'm like, let me just change it up depending on what my body needs in terms of its changes. Or you can lean against the wall or your couch for support. And we're going to get started. So just find a comfortable position. And we're just going to take in a deep inhale together through the nose. So take in a deep inhale. And as you exhale, allow your body to relax. Allow your eyes to close. And if that's a challenge for you in this moment, notice how it feels to open your heart to that invitation. And in this moment, just observing what exists in this body, this breath, all of the things that may have happened before, and all of the things that may happen after this moment. Just acknowledging them now with the breath so that when those thoughts begin to pop up, you just simply notice, not pretending as though they don't exist, but instead simply observing. So just do that for a couple of rounds of breath. And I invite you to slowly begin to anchor into this moment, practicing presence. And as you inhale and exhale, just noticing all of the things that you can control, and then all of the things that are out of your control. Just observing, not judging it. And when you anchor into this breath, it offers an opportunity for you to be present. On your next inhale, see if you can allow your spine to get long. If that means shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears and exhaling them back around and down, allowing the heart to open. How does it feel to be unapologetic in your presence, in your existence, and even in the midst of change? So as you breathe, allow the breath to travel up and down your spine. As you inhale, beginning right at your base, allowing the breath to travel up, and then exhaling it right back down. How does it feel to practice presence without being attached to the outcome? So allowing whatever to come up, be revealed, whatever needs to be released, allowing it to exit. And thinking of change, whether it's the change of the colors of leaves, or just watching those leaves fall to the ground, returning to the earth. How does it feel to trust each cycle? Allow yourself to be present without attaching to the outcome. So as we move into silence briefly, perhaps you can embody the sight of the most magnificent tree you've ever seen. I think of the great oak or sequoia, its strength, It changes with each season. Inhaling, traveling all the way up the spine until you reach the top. And as you exhale, allowing the leaves to fall, allowing the surrender and that trust to happen. Do that a couple of rounds on your own. Inhaling the breath up and observing that slow release as the seasons change. Now notice your body. Notice what's in your control. And notice what you have to trust in order to make space for transformation, for joy, for change. And as you sit in this moment, in this silence, acknowledge the changes that you're experiencing right in this very moment. How does it feel to be present and not be attached to the outcome? Very slowly, as if you were drawing strength from the earth, the connection, taking your deepest inhale, imagining again traveling up that magnificent tree, or whatever image reminds you of your own power. And as you exhale, acknowledging the strength and surrender while opening your heart to joy. Take this breath with you, especially in those moments of change. When you're ready, with your eyes still closed, you can begin to seal in this moment, this meditation, by drawing your palms together right at your heart into prayer. And allow this to be your moment of your own intention as you move throughout your day, your life, making sense of whatever it is that resonates with you in this moment. And together, let's take in a full, deep inhale, reminding ourselves that we are alive. And as you exhale, take your time, slowly beginning to peek in back into the world, opening your eyes. Thank you, Jennifer.
Thank you, Chelsea. I knew I was looking forward to this for a reason.
And, you know, we've been doing this over a year now,
Mhm.
and folks have been with us from the beginning. And I remember the first time that I practiced with my teacher, Swami Jaya Devi, and how much of a challenge it was for me to stay present during my meditation. And then the internal conversation that I would have of like, Chelsea, you're not doing it right. And just trying to control all the things, trying to control the sounds around me, trying to control how my hips were feeling. And at one point, I don't know when it happened, there was just this change. And that meditation that we did was pretty intense for folks because there was a lot more space for the silence. And sometimes that can be the hardest part. So, my hope is that everyone who meditated with us today allowed themselves to be present without being attached to the outcome, but just saying, you know what, I'm practicing presence right now. And a change will come one day if that's what I want to open my heart to. And I'm just really just full of so much gratitude. My heart is so full of so much gratitude for the commitment that both you and this community continues to have as you show up each and every time for these meditations. Like it supports me to continue to share in this way. So I
Chelsea,
bow.
oh, thank you for thank you for leading us through it and for being our teacher. You're our Swami. Thank you.
Thank you, Jennifer. I love
Have a
you.
great, I love you too. I really do. I'm going to call you in a minute, of course.
Okay.
Have a
All
great
right.
day, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
Bye. There's one. Oh, goodness. Let's see.